Yo, what's up, you guys? For today's video, it's going to be something a little bit different. It's going to be basically like part two of XANAX, but I'm going to have one of my friends to come on and he's going to tell his story about XANAX 2, and I'll leave a link to his channel so you can go check it out in the description. But basically, I'm going to be telling my story first, but before I do, go ahead and say what's up, Cynical.
What is up, guys? My name is Sam, or Cynical. How you guys doing today? Well, pretty much Dilemma told us what we're going to be doing today, so I guess, should I start the story right now then?
Yeah, you can go ahead and start in with yours if you want to.
Alright. So, this story happened like a month ago or whatever, and pretty much I was just chilling at my home. I was smoking weed in my garage and whatever, what I usually do. And one of my friends, he actually hit me up. It was like midnight at this time or whatever. He just hit me up. He was like, "Yo, bro, you want to smoke some weed?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down." And he's like, "Alright." So that's pretty much that. And he came over, and I was just like, "Yeah." So I also got Xanax too, and you guys be down to try it and shit. Because they know I really like Xanax. I love my Xanax. But pretty much, I was just like, "Yeah, man, you want to try this shit?" And they're like, I don't know, man. And I'm like, "Come on. Just do it, man. It's nothing too hard. It's not like it's fucking crack or anything. It's just Xanax." And fucking, I just pretty much break the Xanax bar. I did a half a bar, which isn't really that much, but I only had one bar, so I just gave them pretty much like a quarter each because they only wanted to do a quarter, and I just did a half. And pretty much we went into my garage and started smoking weed, and the Xanax started kicking in. And pretty much like I started playing my music like Chief Keef and shit, and the Xanax started to kick in, and they were just like starting to zone out, even off of like a quarter bar, which is like nothing really. They started zoning out and shit, and I was playing the Chief Keef, fucking smoking weed and shit. And I went and grabbed some fucking beers and shit, started drinking, and then we came back in, and both of my friends, when they walked in, they just started fucking falling all over the place. One of them like was like stumbling on his feet and shit, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, stop it, man. My sister's sleeping upstairs." And then he's fucking just stomping his shit, like his shoes on the ground and shit. It was funny. But so, we pretty much come down to my room, and we're just chilling there. I think we watched like Trailer Park Boys or anything. I think the new season or whatever. So we're watching that, and then I think like they started to pass out, and I'm like, "Bro, you can't fucking sleep here." So they were just passing out, and I'm like, started fucking slapping on them, like slapping them on the face and whatever. I'm like, "Bro, just get the fuck out." So we walk outside. I have a smoke, like a cigarette. Just walking out there. They're not talking at all. They're just like completely fucked off of just a quarter of a bar, and just off of some weed and some beer. But yeah, pretty much they just went home. I finished my cigarette, went home, and just continued Trailer Park Boys and passed out. Nothing too special. No blacking out, nothing.
Now, imagine if you would have gave them like each a bar to themselves. You probably wouldn't have like had to worry about them stumbling. They probably would have just been on the fucking chair or wherever they was, just like laying there passed out for the whole night.
Yeah, pretty much.
But so I guess that's your story, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Nothing too special.
Alright, so for this story, you guys, this is gonna be like two separate stories. This happened literally like 2 days, I think, after 420. I can't really remember because I kind of did black out a little bit. And for the first night, I was basically just sitting at home bored playing some Battlefield. And I was smoking some weed, and my buddy texted me and he told me he had some Xanax bars. And these aren't the green ones like I was talking about in my last video. These are the white bars. So I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm down. I got some hydros. I'll trade you these hydros for the Xannies." And he was like, "All right, man." So he comes over and he trades them to me. And as he's coming over, my other friend's texting me about going to the party. So I'm like, "Yeah, man, I got some fucking Xanax bars, I got some hydros, and I got some weed. So why not? Let's go to this party." So I take a Xanax bar, and my friend comes and picks me up, and I'm starting to feel it already. Like I've taken a few footballs in the past, so I kind of built like a small tolerance to them, but nothing too big. So I start feeling the bar like on the way to the party, like hardcore. and I start drinking on the way. And as soon as I get there, I pop a half a hydro, and my friend Jordan walks up, and he's like, "Yo, bro, you gotta like funnel this beer right now." And I can't remember what kind of beer it was. It was either Keystone or Natural Light. And he basically just makes me funnel it inside, and I'm just sitting there gulping this beer. And after that, my friend Dalton walks up, and apparently he hands me like a bottle of, I think it was like some Jim Beam apple or something like that. I can't really remember the name because it's kind of blurry. And apparently, from what my friend told me, I just started chugging the fuck out of this bottle, and I'm not the type to chug alcohol at all. Like, I can barely take sips. And so the party, everything goes good. There's no fights or anything like that. And we decide to go home. And I think I take my last half of bar as we're on the ride home. And the ride home is just black. I don't remember shit. And we get to the house. And whenever we're sitting there, my friend's about to go in his room or go in his bathroom. And I'm sitting there on his bed. And he says I stop talking English, that I just stand up and just start blah, blah, just talking random shit. And then I fall over, just completely just fall like lifeless, and just bash my head on his fucking heater. And his heater's like one of these heaters, it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's got like these little three, it's a weird looking heater. It's kind of like a rectangle shape, but it's got like these three little metal bars in the middle of it. And it's like, it fucking hurt, like if you hit your head on it. And I woke up the next morning, didn't remember jack shit, and that's what basically my friend told me. So it's basically him telling the story, but it's just coming out of my mouth. So the next day happens, and I'm gonna just go ahead and cut right into it. I did the same deal with the hydros and the XANAX, so I get me some more. And we go to like this, it wasn't really much of a party. There was like really no girls there or anything, nothing too crazy. It was just like a few friends. And apparently I took like another bar or a bar and a half, and I smoked a shit ton of weed. And I started drinking a little bit, but before I could get drunk, I already passed out in the car. And apparently I slept through basically the whole party. And whenever we got back to his house again, they tried to wake me up by like slapping me on the face and shaking me so it wouldn't work, and I would not wake up at all. So he basically drove down his road and slammed on his brakes to try to like jar me and like make me like wake up. And I basically bashed my head on his fucking windshield or window, I can't remember which one it was, and it just cracked. They said it cracked like the whole thing. And like I literally woke up the next morning, didn't even have a fucking headache. And apparently, like, I still hadn't even seen the car window or windshield, but apparently it wasn't like just a little crack. Like the whole windshield was just shattered from where my head hit it. And I mean, I feel fine. I don't think I need to go to a doctor. That was like 3 days ago, but that's basically XANAX part 2. And with my boy Cynical. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, leave a like and a comment, and yeah, just tell us your crazy life stories. I don't recommend going out and doing XANAX just because we do it, but if you do, that's on you. And
yeah, XANAX isn't something to really fuck around with.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty dangerous if you think about it, but oh well.
But yeah, you guys, be looking forward to a lot more videos of me and Cynical in the future. We don't live near each other at all, but we can still do like some online smoke vlogs and shit like that and put them together for you guys. And yeah, I'm basically done. Cynical, if you want to say anything?
No, I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess.
Alright, peace out, you guys.